Hello again. In this lesson, we introduce the letter D. And you can see from looking at it that the beginning of the letter is very similar to some of the letters we have already covered. We lead in, curl over wave, come back over the top, curl under, straight line up. That's how we start the letter A. Let's carry on with the rest of it. We start, lead in, curl over, back over the top, curl under, join up, and keep going up. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, curl under, straight line to join up, and it keeps going. And hopefully yours won't be quite as wobbly as mine. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, curl under, straight line up that keeps going. Let's add the next bit. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, add a curl under, straight line up, and then back down over the top until you are almost at the bottom. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, curl under, straight line up, back down again, almost to the bottom. Now we're going to add the last bit. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, add a curl under, straight line up that keeps going, back down over the top, and add an exit stroke. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, add a curl under, straight line up, back down again, and add a curl under. Now, if we wanted a writing style that didn't join the letters, we start at the end of the wave. Back, add a curl under, straight line up, back down again, and add a curl under. The only bit that's missing is the lead-in stroke. Back over the wave, add a curl under, straight line up, and back down again. Start at the end of the wave, curl over, start at the end of the wave, back over the top, add a curl under, straight line up, and back down again. They are very similar. So now we just need to think about a capital D. Well, we start with a straight line, back up, and then a curl sideways, down, back up, and our curl goes sideways the other way from the letter C and G, and curl tummy out. Let's have a look at writing these letters on lined paper so that we can think about the size. And which sound do we listen for to know to write the letter D? We listen for the sound D. If I hear D, then I write the letter D. And if I hear D at the beginning of a word that is a name or at the beginning of a sentence, I write a capital D. Down, back up, and curl tummy out. Let's write a few more. D is D. We're going to join some together, practicing that exit and lead in. Exit and lead in. And then our capitals. Now sometimes when people write a capital D, they do a straight line down, then they lift the pen to do curl tummy out. It is your choice how you would like to write that letter. And here we have no lead-in stroke. We start at the end of the wave. And in our lessons later, we will be thinking about ND. N and D join together for that blend. ND is ND. And another one at the beginning of the line. And another one. And I think we can manage one more. ND is ND. But now we're going to practice joining the letter D to vowels. First, D, A, D, I, and D, O. All ready for when we will be writing words that have those vowels. If we say the letter names, D, A, D, I, and D, O. I think that is us ready for starting to write some words. But before it, you might like to do some sound sorting so that you can listen out for D in words. Thank you for joining me.